Next slice is going to be Andres from LATV. Glitter Bomb. And Glitter Bomb.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Good afternoon. Everyone here? Alive? You guys want coffee, tequila shots? I don't know. I want to start by first introducing myself. My name is Andres Rincon, and I am the Vice President of Sales and Strategic Partnerships at LATV. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me and having LATV to be part of the LGBTQ upfronts this year. Before I get started, I wanted to share a little bit more about my professional background. I have been with LATV managing their sales department for the last 9 years. I have been in the industry for almost 19 years in different capacities, anywhere from research to marketing to BD, but mostly on sales. That's what I love, and that's what I enjoy doing the most. On a personal level, I am originally from Colombia. I came here at an early age, so I'm considered a generation 1.5 Latino. And the reason why I bring this up is because it will resonate later on in my presentation. Basically what it means is that because I wasn't born here, but I came here at an early age, I'm fully acculturated, and I basically have lived in between two cultures, my Hispanic culture and also the American culture. So a little bit more about myself. I currently live in Brooklyn, and this is my little family. I have been married for about 8 years. A quick little fact, where I met my husband about 11 years ago, back in MySpace, I know. So, you get it. But full disclosure, MySpace used to be a lot of fun, and it used to be cool back in the days, I know. This is Julian Parker. This is our son. He's 3.5 years old, and we had him through surrogate. He is absolutely the best part of my day and my life. So when I am not running around chasing him in the parks, I am usually traveling with my family, with my friends. But I really do enjoy our industry. I enjoy the work that we do. And I love the fact that we have the opportunity to really push the envelope to continue to create more visibility for the LGBT community. So with that said, I want to tell you about what we are doing at LATV to change that narrative in the Hispanic market. So at LATV, we're the premier destination for the Latinx millennial. By the way, Reverie, thank you very much for all the great facts you gave. I don't have to get into them right now because you covered them nicely. But we are a national TV cable network with digital and social media extensions. We have been in the marketplace for over 10 years, and we have been fully committed to our audience from the very beginning. Who's our audience? Well, our audience is the 200%ers, those that are 100% American and 100% Latino. We are currently in over 12 million Hispanic households, and we are connecting with Latinos by telling stories that are relatable and that are culturally relevant. Just to bring up some of the stuff that Reverie mentioned, we are also minority owned and operated. I think this makes a huge, huge difference because we are a network that is producing content for Latinos by Latinos, and it really makes a big difference, and it shows in the content. And hopefully you guys will get to see that. Now, to give you guys a quick glance at who our audience is. Well, they are bilingual, they are bicultural, and about 65% of them are US born. The other 35% are the Generation 1 Latinos, like myself. They are about 80% English dominant. But most importantly, what I like to share with our clients and partners and the community is the fact that our audience is what really makes us different and what differentiates us from the marketplace and from any other Hispanic network out there, because there is very little to no duplication when it comes down to our competitors. And we have positioned ourselves and we have created an environment that is ideal and uncluttered for our partners in our brands. So at LATV, we have always valued diversity, and I think that it really shows when it comes to our content, because we try to cover pretty much every single genre out there. We have anything from entertainment, variety. We cover female empowerment. We have a lot of female-driven programming. We also have sports commentators, sports talks. We have music, concerts, and of course, LGBTQ, which is basically what inclusivity really is at the forefront of our strategy when it comes down to content and content strategy. Because when we looked at the data and we see that more than 1 in 5 Latino millennials identified as LGBTQ, this is obviously a huge, huge number. This is about 22% of our audience. It really made it more clear than ever that we needed to pay attention, that we needed to listen and see the demographics of our audience, and really create more in-culture and inclusive content that was truly representative of our audience and our community. So that's when we launched Glitter Bomb. Glitter Bomb was, it premiered last year in September, and it is an explosive pop culture talk show by an all-gay Latino cast. These guys are a riot. They're hysterical. They are covering anything from entertainment to silly games to celebrity interviews. Basically, it's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is like you're having drinks and chatting with your friends at the Abbey, right? So the show did phenomenal with the network. We just finished the first season with LGBTQ, the first round. And not only did it boost our late night day part by over 45%, which, that obviously speaks for itself, but it also was the first show of its kind in any TV network in the Hispanic market. So that also speaks volumes. And while we are very excited and proud to be leading these efforts, if you let that sink in for a second, you realize that this is just not even a year ago. And it makes you realize that we are very much behind, especially within the Hispanic market, about creating content that is relatable to the LGBTQ community in the Hispanic market. The show launched as a 22-minute broadcast on the network and a 30-minute digital video on our digital platforms. And yeah, I mean, again, basically what this show did was to, prove a point. It proved that the strategy where we were going is effectively working. And it also opened the door for the communication and to allow our creators to really come up with more ideas on how we can continue to engage the LGBTQ community within Hispanics. And that's how My Queer Story was born. My Queer Story is a short-form digital platform that allows Latinos in the LGBT community to really share their experiences, to tell us about their struggles, to tell us about their coming out stories, to tell us about their chosen families. It's up close, it's authentic, and it's personal. And the best part of these 3 to 5 minute short stories is the fact that they don't only get to live on our social media platforms and our digital platforms, but they also get to live on our network throughout our programming. So it's, for visibility purposes, it's obviously another fantastic platform to reach LGBTQ Latinos. This brings us to Pride. Right? A lot of you guys are probably from out of town and are here for WorldPride, so happy WorldPride, happy Pride. We launched LATV Proud a few weeks before June, and it's basically our social media campaign celebrating queer experiences overall. This has quickly become one of our largest temples within LATV, and initially it was created with the sole purposes of celebrating Pride during June, but I know that even in earlier calls this week, the team is already having conversations about keeping this platform and this conversation throughout the entire year. Basically, we are creating anywhere between 80 to 120 content pieces that are broadcast on the network as well as our digital platforms. And some examples of how we've worked with brands in the past include influencer marketing, branded online content videos, as well as on-site activation, like the one that you guys see over here with the Men's Health Foundation in LA Pride. I'm super excited to introduce the Q agenda because this is our new baby and it's our new show that we will be launching later this summer, and it will premiere at the end of August. My Q agenda, I'm personally super excited because I think that, it's been brought up before how there is a lack of diversity even within LGBTQ community itself. And I can't emphasize enough how excited I'm about this show because The cast itself is as diverse as it gets. It will be hosted by a Puerto Rican transgender activist, along with an Afro-Latino influencer and a Venezuelan TV and film personality. The Q agenda is an honest look at all the issues and all the topics that are relevant and that are affecting our community and our allies. And the show actually, besides the fact that we're going to be broadcasting it on the network and our digital platforms, we will also be having a 1-hour audio podcast on Spotify, so we are really, really excited about that. And before I forget, I believe that we have Juliana Joel here, who just arrived from LA. She's part of the show. If you want to stand up for a second. Juliana will be hanging out here throughout the day, so if you guys want to chat with her and ask her any questions about her experience so far with the show, I can tell you already that by just seeing the pilot and all the fun that you guys had while you were shooting it, this is just a great recipe for success. So with that being said, I leave you guys with a quick reel on LATV.
We're loud, we're proud, and we're here to slay. LATV's getting gay Latino realness, and we will be covering entertainment, fashion, music, and politics.
Welcome to Glitter Bomb, where we discuss the latest in pop culture, entertainment, and news.
I was a kid. I was about 13 years old when I auditioned to be part of Menudo. I'm so happy that it happened.
About the engagement, where did it happen? When did it happen? How did it happen?
This is Kim's department here. She tells the story way better than I do.
We gotta start being there for each other as opposed to yo soy esto, tú eres este, yo soy, it's ridiculous. Once we do that, we're gonna be so powerful, it's unbelievable.
I think what's really important is to make sure that you're communicating, to make sure that you're happy in your relationship, and to just talk to each other. And if you're not getting something you need, you have to talk about it. Craziest thing you've ever seen in Vegas, keep it clean.
Fabrizio, you're the best, but can we split the bill?
Of course, on the Uber app, you hit split and there you go.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be tight.
Keep calm.
Keep calm. Keep calm.
Keep calm and glitter bomb.
Hey, come with me. A lot of straight people will ask me, hey, Ray, between you and your girlfriend, which one's the man? Neither. That's the whole point of being gay.
A lot of people assume that if someone transitions from male to female, it's because they're sexually attracted to men. And that's actually a total myth.
Sing your song in a sea of dreams.
This character is butch lesbian, and she identifies as she, and it's cool to show that there's butch lesbian as main character.
I'm so excited that you're excited. I'm so excited that I'm excited. I am just jumping for joy, literally.
When you give queer people the opportunity to tell their stories, they tell it so authentically and so beautifully.
We highlight the contributions of people of all colors, all genders.
Right on a rainbow into the stardust.
Every kid in school just had it out for me. So I would just cry my way home, and then walking up the stairs, I would fix myself up and no, it's fine, it's fine.
Voguing, for those who don't know, is a dance that's an expression of self-appreciation. So it's really all about the attitude and about the confidence that you portray in your movements.
Trans people are not drag queens. It's not a costume we put on.
People, please get this.
We are celebrating the difference. I'm so happy to be here.
It's be sexy. Sexy is hot.
When I was growing up as an amputee, I didn't see people that looked like me. So I just want to spread the visibility of disabilities in fashion.
The inspiration is, pretty much a little bit of the bats and gargoyles that talk in my head that are trying to, it's a fusion a little bit, it's experimental, it's very architectural.
A lot of the times, because I'm an immigrant, people think of that kind of art to be sad. And while that can be true, my focus is to show that we're three-dimensional human beings. All the things that, make me.
When I finally came out, it just felt like a whole weight was lifted off my shoulders that I had been carrying for so long. Being part of the LGBT community, plus being a Latino queer man, has helped me empathize my voice for good.
I can be queer, I can be Hispanic, I can be powerful. This is literally me on a road, creating a road for myself and many others like me.
Thank you, guys. Any questions? Awesome. Well, thanks.